All right, guys, Sean O'Malley versus Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley coming up. I mean, it's all over my YouTube. All I see is Sean O'Malley versus Aljamain Sterling. You know, Chael Sonnen talks about Sean O'Malley. Weili Zhang versus Amanda Lemma, so I'm really excited for it. I feel like everyone, you know, all the UFC fans, everyone that follows the UFC has been waiting for this moment for a very long time. I feel like Sean O'Malley, ever since I've even known about Sean O'Malley, it seems like potential UFC champ has been attached to his name. Seen a lot of clips of like Snoop Dogg saying it. I don't even know why he was saying it. He just kind of threw it out there like, Sean O'Malley, that's the UFC champ right there. Like, I think he just lied about it. But yeah, I can't even think of other fighters who, since they've been in the UFC, you think of like UFC champion. You just look at them, hear their name, and think UFC champion? Question mark? Maybe someday, probably. Who knows? We'll see. When I think about like recent fighters, all I can think of is like Macy Barber, and maybe it's because she declared that. But all Sean O'Malley did was yell, you know, "Welcome to the Sugar Show," and then boom, there it was. He was just a superstar. You know, if you ask me, I feel like weed had a lot to do with it. He's all like, "I smoke weed, yeah," and then people like it. People are like, I want to smoke weed and throw punches and knock people out. I want to be like Sean O'Malley. Why not, you know? I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, look at this. I'm not even a huge Sean O'Malley fan, and I've got a Sean O'Malley bobblehead. I mean, how does that even work? He just has a way of getting his name out there and making people spend their hard-earned cash on something Sean O'Malley related. You know, it reminds me of Wiz Khalifa. When Wiz Khalifa came out, it was like black and yellow, and then it turned into like, I smoke weed, blunts, no papers, and joints, no blunts, whatever it was. And, you know, people started to like Wiz Khalifa. But either way, this is a pretty big moment. I feel like if Aljamain doesn't get past Sean O'Malley and Sean O'Malley does become the next UFC bantamweight champion, that's going to be pretty huge. I mean, I can think about the Marab call-outs, the Henry Cejudo call-outs. I feel like Sean O'Malley becomes, you know, inches his way toward that Conor McGregor status fighter or type of person. I'm excited for it. I feel like, you know, the feeling is in the air. All the UFC fans feel the same thing. Is Sean O'Malley really about to become the UFC champion? I bet the Sean O'Malley fans, like the hardcore O'Malley fans, I bet they can't even sleep right now. I mean, how exciting is that going to be? And I mean, it's going to be a tough task. Aljamain Sterling looks, it's kind of crazy. I remember when Peter Yan was beating Aljamain Sterling, or it kind of looked like he was, and then he kneed him, and then Aljamain Sterling left with the belt that night, and everyone was like, oh, you need a Grammy or an Oscar, whatever it was, the acting award for biggest actor, blah, 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 fake champ. And then now, fast forward to now, Aljamain Sterling, you know, goes back, beats Peter Yan again, and kind of looks unstoppable. I mean, I see why Sean O'Malley is definitely the underdog. I'm excited for this fight. Can't wait to see who wins. Let me know what you guys think about it. Imagine Sean O'Malley taking Aljamain Sterling down. I'll scream. I'll stand up. I'll start screaming. I'll do it. I'm super excited for you guys. See you soon.